What's up everyone, back for another beer review, and today I'll be reviewing yet another beer from the Boston Beer Company, aka Samuel Adams, and they are headquartered in Boston, Massachusetts, and this is their Breakaway Blonde. So this is an American blonde ale that comes in at 4.7% alcohol by volume, 15 IBUs at the time of review. This bottle is approximately 2 months old and also has a best by date of May 2025. So we're a little over 2.5 months away from that month. So according to Sam Adams, the Boston Beer Company, we should be more than good to go. So full disclosure, I've never had this one before. I'm pretty sure, and somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they released this one for the first time towards the end of 2023 or maybe even early 2024. So I have not had this, but I saw it relatively fresh and I'm like, you know what? Haven't reviewed a Sam Adams beer in a hot minute, so let's grab this one. Now on the back, they have a little spiel. It says, easily appealing for the whole crowd with a gentle biscuity aroma and light body. This blonde ale is balanced and clean with a subtle hop touch and quick, refreshing finish that will help it break away from other beers this season. Okay, sure. Got the hashtag proper pint glass, or I'd like to say hashtag proper glassware myself. But yeah, anyway, I'm curious about this one. I think they also have this in cans as well. So we have the Sam Adams, like I said, the official glassware here, and give it a nice little pour. Try to go a little bit more aggressive at the end there. Yeah, it came out nice. Put this over here. And this is the second time with the cap, with my new camera and the new, all right, how's that look? That looks great. Anyway, in the hashtag proper glassware, how's that look? I think that looks beautiful, honestly. It's exactly kind of what you would expect, I would say. Yeah, it's a blonde ale. It's blonde, has a golden color. Yeah, a little deeper golden color, blonde color, I'd say. Great carbonation. This has the etching that promotes the carbonation, aka the nucleation. Had about a finger to finger and a half of a white, I'd say bright white head that was kind of soap sudsy. Dissipated a bit. Could be my glassware, could just be me being an idiot, but I still think that looks exceptionally beautiful in the glass. I mean, you know, great clarity, just exactly what you expect. I mean, the clarity is ridiculous. Like you can see my hand through it, my face, everything. Kind of looks like a macro lager, but a lot of blonde ales do. Skin nose. It's biscuity, it's bready, it's malty, it's grainy. It's a little bit of like I want to say like an orange zest. I'm also getting a touch of, and this is kind of weird because this isn't like a German beer like a Hefeweizen or something, but a little bit of a banana note. I don't know. Just a slight, like, under-ripened banana. Yeah, I'd say orange, maybe a touch of lemon. A very faint grassiness as well. A little bit earthy. Yeah, I mean, it's mostly biscuity. It's the malt's really shining through. They say a touch or a kiss or whatever of the hop character, sure. Getting a little bit of that banana, which is kind of weird. That usually is, again, more in, like, German. Sometimes you get that in Belgian beers. Doesn't smell bad. Does it smell to style? Not exactly, but it smells fine. Let's get into it. Cheers, everyone. So the banana did not carry over, which is nice. This is very dry, like very dry. Extremely clean too. Not a whole lot going on after that sip. This is like a paint by numbers. Shout out to Kyle over at No Hype Beer Reviews, good friend of mine. Fellow beer tuber who uses the paint by numbers line occasionally. Yeah, it's a paint by numbers blonde ale. That's what this is. Absolutely nothing wrong with a paint by numbers beer of really any style. It means that it's your typical generic, you know, stylistically speaking, correct beer. And in this case, like this is a nice, easy drinking blonde ale. Nothing more, nothing less. Body on this one, 4.7%. Yeah, it's like lower side to medium. It's fine. It's not really too thin or watery, sub 5%. I think it's kind of appropriate. The mouthfeel, good crispness here. It has a, I'd say, moderate to maybe a touch over moderate carbonation, very effervescent, spritzy, dancing on the tongue as far as carbonation goes. Smooth on the second half of the palate. Very clean, like I said, quite refreshing and crushable. The taste is so simplistic, but well done. It's, again, front to back, biscuity, grainy, almost a slight, like more crackery than bready kind of malt character, but definitely biscuity leading the way, like almost a lightly toasted biscuit. About halfway, maybe a third of the way to halfway through the palate. Orange zest, lemon zest, definitely citrus character. Then I get a touch of like maybe a red apple skin right after that. And then on the finish is grassy, earthy, a touch of a pine, like a very slight mild pine characteristic. Very like, unless you're drinking it in a setting like I am right now, you might not pick up on that pine sitting here trying to look for things. If you're just drinking this with like dinner or just hanging out with friends or whatever, like you're not gonna be going, oh, there's a little bit of pine here. Probably not doing that. Yeah, it's very, very subdued as far as the pine goes on the back. Like just a kiss, just a small kiss of it. Again, this is bone dry, firmly dry. Very mild bitterness, if any at all. So nice, sweet, lightly toasted biscuit with that zesty citrus peel. And then on top of that, a little bit of that red apple skin, finishes with a grassy, slightly pine character, slight pine character, we'll say. Bone dry, pretty well balanced. I think, if anything, this leans a little bit more dry than sweet, which pretty nice, especially if you want to session something like this. You could drink a lot of them and the sweetness would not overwhelm. 4.7%, you can't taste it. What is this? This is a well-made, well-executed, nice beer from Sam Adams for what it is. Is it blowing my mind? It is not. Will a beer like this probably ever blow my mind? It will not. So I'm going to give this 2 ratings. And the reason I'm going to give it 2 ratings is because a lot of times when I drink beers within styles that I don't drink a lot or I don't really care for, like, I'll just be honest with you, American Blonde / Golden Ales, I'm fine with them, but I don't really seek them out. I don't drink them too often. You can probably find on my channel, I've reviewed close to 2,500 different beers, and I don't know how many blonde ales I've reviewed, but it hasn't been a ton. And there's a reason for that. I'm just not a huge fan of the style. It's not bad or anything, just not my jam. But I got to give kudos to Sam Adams for this one, because while it's nothing spectacular or mind-blowing, I think it's pretty well made for what it's supposed to be. So I am going to give this, like I said, 2 separate ratings. The first one is going to be rating based on style. So I'm going to give Sam Adams their Breakaway Blonde. I'm going to give this stylistically like a high 4 out of 5, maybe like a 4.1 into like a low 4.25, 4.15. I think it's really well done for an American Blonde Ale. Personal preference, I'm going straight 3.75 out of 5. That lands it in like, the solid to good category, which I would say it is. I'd easily and happily drink this if I was like at a barbecue or like a picnic. Let's be honest, it's not going to be a picnic, but like a barbecue, you go get together with friends and family, beach, poolside, whatever. If someone handed this to me, I would not think twice about, giving it a go. So, yeah, I think it's damn solid for what it is. And, yeah, we'll go 3.75 personal preference. Price point availability, I bought a single of it. I would say it's the typical Sam Adams, probably in the $11, $12, a 6-pack range. And if it came in 12 packs, probably that $18 to $20 range. Maybe, probably around 18 at this point. That's fine for what this is. I mean, if you like blonde ales and you find this one good, less than $2 a bottle or a can, I think that's fine. And availability, it's Sam Adams. If you see Sam Adams, this is one of their big seasonals at this point. Typically late winter to early late fall into early winter. So this one should still be on the shelves if you want to grab it. This is another review as far as shelfie beers are concerned for the month of February 2025. And I want to pick up a Sam Adams beer because it's been a while since I've reviewed one. And I'm like, you know what? Let's go with one of their relatively newer releases over the past couple of years. And I'm not disappointed I did. I'm going to drink the rest of that probably quite quickly, honestly. And I might even review another beer tonight. I don't know. We'll see. But I don't think this is a bad beer whatsoever. 4.7% alcohol by volume, it's fine. As you can see, it's just like a lot of reviews that I tend to do when they're like this. I don't know, I kind of prolong the review just because there's not a whole lot to say. This is like, again, a paint by numbers, by the book, American Blonde Ale. Absolutely no off flavors outside of that, the aromatics bringing that banana to the table, which I did not get in the taste. It's a very well made, well executed, stylistically correct beer. It just doesn't do a whole lot for me. I mean, it's fine. 3.75 out of 5. I'm going to drink it. I'm going to enjoy it. So if you've had this one before, whether it was when they released it last year or this past year, I don't even know if this is technically, I mean, it is a seasonal, I think, but it's a relatively brand new seasonal over the past couple of years. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to shut this one down. I apologize for the terrible review, but it's the Beer Patrol, and that's what we do here. Poor reviews. It's over. Anyway, be on the lookout for another shelfie beer review in a couple days. I think I posted on Friday, so it'll be Tuesday will be the next one. And until then, I'm going to shut down this horrible review. Cheers.